Yum 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 yum. Oh my god. Uh meh. Broski. Wah wah. Okay. Let's see. Everything should be ready. Or is it? Ready? Meow 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 meow. Okay. Very cool. I just have to go in and put in lines again. I think we're gonna prioritize lines because it's I think the main thing that kind of feels like it's lacking from everything. Some of the parts don't really separate that cleanly. I'm gonna put in some lines here and there. Um, and then we see. There's always more things to work on. There's also always me here being reluctant on working on anything. I don't feel like working on this anywhere. It's not fun. Oh my god. Clean shit up. Okay, wait, how do I want to deal with this? Because once I start doing the lines, it should be on the layer on top. It's gonna mess things up a little bit. That means all painting from henceforth will probably have to be done on a combined layer up top, because otherwise it would not be able to overwrite any lines that I do. Yeah, okay. Maybe it is time. What a nani? This empty layer? It is, okay. Okay, we take over control here. How do I want to deal with this though? What do I do with this? Let's keep this lines only, so we can keep it a little bit cleaner in terms of organization. That gets a bit confusing. Huh? Hello, Uni. Just gonna add some lines here and there, I think. Clean out some of the shapes and then call it a day. Yay. I don't know work on this anymore. Feels like an exam. My god. I work on it today and I don't have to work on it. That's the exam's gonna happen. Or no point studying afterwards. Good stuff. I don't know if I said like I see. My god. Why did we even do this, man? Seriously. I do this when you can don't do this. Yostar. I still don't really get what the difference is between like Yostar, Hypergriff. Is that the only two companies? Like two names that's involved? I don't remember. Anyways. Don't know what the difference is. I don't like painting. I don't like art. Art is a pain in the ass. Holy shit, is a pain in the ass. What am I supposed to do here? I don't feel like doing anything. Ah, shit. Dang, it sure takes a long ass time to refine everything. Holy crap, this takes so long. Oh, Yosar is a publisher, Hypergriff for the developers. I see. Thank you, Uni. That would have been great. If I understood what a publisher does, but I think I know what they do. Why is this part so dark? What? How do you do that? I see. I wonder who has the power to sort of be like, you know, you guys should make more of this and more of that. I don't know if the publisher has any power or not. Or do they just publish and don't care, I guess? Publishers invest money, I see. Yeah, whoever holds the money. Borudo money. What? Oh, you Coco. As long as I compound. Buy everything before I do the sequence, it should be good enough. Hello, Deemer. Dang, I think I'm gonna get hit by the second filter. Like, I think the first filter is like getting to a decent level in art. Second one is probably like making a realization that, hey, this isn't the direction that you want to go. I'm gonna get hit by the filter again. The first time it was concept art. It was environmental art. I was like, yeah, that's so tedious, bro. I don't want to draw 50 different rocks in a day, bro. Now it's like, I don't want to render this shit. It's cool and all, but it takes so much time. And I don't enjoy it. I might as well spend my time doing more world building and then story crafting and that kind of stuff instead. This doesn't seem like a good use of time at all. Especially when technology kind of replaces it. There's no point in choosing colors if you can just freaking pick colors, you know? It's too prevalent. And then if technology is not available, you're on like what? It's gonna go back to sort of analog, traditional art again? In which case I can't paint anyways. I can't do anything anyways. So. Oop. Art is so fun, guys. Thousands of hours and then you're like, oh, that's not what I want to do anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe my video for my past self would just be like, yeah, you don't want to do art actually. It's not. Actually, you don't really want to do art. How about you do esports instead? I think VTuber is going to take over. I'm going to send to my 2015 self. I'm going to be like, hey, VTubing is going to take over in like 5 years. Why don't you learn a couple of languages and just get better at games? Dumbass. And then I'll be more successful today. New meta. Hey, forehead, you don't really want to draw art. ここここか。言って言わない。言って言わない。And it's only like 2 of you here. Hopefully you guys can do Japanese.だからこれから日本語配信やろうと思っております。お疲れ様です。Oh my god, it's fucking hand, dude. 日本語終わりました。GG. Very cool. Why is it so red over here? What am I doing? The lines are like potato lines. What does that even mean? The lines suck, dude. Holy shit. Okay. Hola. Hola. Sogagi. Dekka. まあいいや。I'm not responsible for big hands. It's not my fault. Nanka なんかここあるなんだよ。なんかあるんじゃないか。どうでもいいんじゃない？ Just take over the... Just do full paint, dude. Hand sizes, bro? Somehow? Sumi? I'm not doing this. Oh my god, do I have to do this? This has to go outside though. But okay, I'm already on this layer, so it's fine. I'm just gonna go outside. Does this gonna make sense? Nagakunai? これ長いかも。まあいいか。Take me home, country roads. Take me home right now. Yeah. 時間は足りない。はいはいはい。Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow. 何してる？知らない。OK。あ、そや。上に乗っちゃうんだよね。Ignore the map. Oh my god, a square for pearls. Ah. Hello, Maxi. Meow, meow. Oh, meow. Holy meow, broskies. Meow, 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 meow.上じゃないのこれ。どっち？あ、まあいいや。Don't care. It is what it is. してないさ。わはは。ああ、了解ですわ。OK。ちゃんと言いなさい。ほほほ。Merry birthday. こういうとこが間違ってます？ こは何だろう。灰色。Expecting failures. Eh, hmm. Too saturated or something. Time to cheat with photos. Cheat with photos. Copy and paste photos in. Let's go. Art is so fun, you guys. Oh, sweet. I have no idea. Nuke. Delete. Hey. Get out of here. And rendering is such a sweaty try-hard thing. Holy shit. This is the try-hard of art. Oh, it's the mic. I don't care. No, I do care. Wait, hang on. It's behind it. What? Humma, 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 humma. Yeah, get out of here. And the number of iterations that has to go through in order to be more proficient and comfortable with this process, man. I'm not looking forward to it. I definitely cannot be drawing stuff like this anymore, I don't think. This is not the way to go. It has to be more motivated by my own stuff. If not, this is impossible to sustain. Never again. Not drawing ever again, guys. Holy shit. Yeehaw. Why is it even this color? I'm not even sure. But it's okay, guys. Hello, George. Just one more day? No, it's today, dude. This is it. And like the next 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 15 minutes, whatever that is. Whatever that isn't. And then we go back to drawing Faye. I'm trying to figure out how to make Faye more furry. Like not like furry, but like more like a cute character mascot thing. That would be good for making a plushie with. And I can go find someone to commission it or something. Yeah, it's very hard. Chop, chop, chop. Drawing circle with squares. I really gotta stop doing that. Bite me. What am I looking at? What it called? Your song's lyrics has a lot of meows in it. Oh. Meow, 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 meow. Goddamn lyrical genius. Holy shit. Holy shit, I'm insane. I can see why people are in the VR chat world now, working. This part of the process really is just kind of stupid. There should be more thought going into each and every stroke, I would say. Especially if you want to figure out the materials and shit, but... Definitely a next life kind of deal, I would say. For the most part, it's slowly coming into focus, I would say. Like, it's not necessarily the best render. It's not even close. But at the very least, like, once we can start seeing the edges, I think it'll be quite a lot better, as long as we can get there. I have to bring out the rigs. Where are my rig brushes? Here. Omakas. Yeah, eat. Wait, what if I put clouds here? Oh my god, nice lag, bro. I know I have one that doesn't have the right. Shit. Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's just stupid. Just disappears, bro. Okay. Naruto. Naruto. How shitty is rendering this? I don't know why I wouldn't just draw the whole. I mean, I didn't want. It's a pain in the ass to do it, so I didn't do it. But I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Holy shit, this fucking mess. It's actually kind of cool that there is a deadline though, because I'm forced to prioritize here. I cannot even think. I just have to keep going. No thinking. Downside is that I'm not really thinking too much, so we're not really learning too much necessarily, I think, especially in this part of the process here. But if anything, it's showing me that it's, you know, you don't really have to think, huh? Just kind of go, huh? It's kind of ball. I guess it's already in the stage where it doesn't really matter if it makes too much sense. Like, I'm just putting random ass strokes here, right? They're not necessarily joining into each part, but because the main shapes are already kind of there, it's just adding like a bunch of random textures, I guess. Eye candy. Oh yeah, now I can exceed the boundaries. Actually, no, I need to bounce up a little bit. So we can have a little bit more personality here, maybe. Yeehaw. Ah, なるほどね。多分これなんだよね。Yo, give me some reds. Give it to me. Yeah, whatever, bro. Oh, right, yeah, bounce up. Need to see the boundaries here. There you go, there you go, there you go. This part is interesting because I would expect that now that I'm painting on top, I can just paint out the stuff that I don't want. But because it goes into the background here, I don't actually want to do that. Because it's only going to make changes to the background that much more difficult. So I would still argue... Is this too early then? Maybe it's just a setup problem. By my gut, I feel like there is a correct way to do this now. It feels like based on the experience so far, there should be a way to set this up so that we don't ever have to go back down a layer. So the workflow is entirely sort of just additive, almost. Sure, other people have figured it out. Just gonna figure out for ourselves here at some point now, hopefully. Soon. Break comment. Break. Push. Break comment. I mean, does not matter at this point. So we just over it again. Check first. Controls a little bit bad. Still checking out. Bro, I'm undoing the stuff I want. God. What's the plan here? What was I doing? I think I was relying on some additional stuff on top, but I don't think I have time to think about it just yet. Just ignore it now. Spirit doesn't follow the usual map. How about we do this instead? Will look good. Right, copy. Yeah, I can see the... 何これ。Alright, have a good night, George. Have a good night. Oh, continue. Broski. Yeah, let's have the goodness of nights and the wettest of dreams. What? Who said that? Whoa, who said that? That is not appropriate, bro. That is not cool. That is so cool, man. Shit. Coolest person in the world. What? For this, we're just gonna hold this. We want to do a quick once over here as well. I just forgot that it's not even done yet, broski. To be careful with this. We'll see. 1/3, good. I open up both inside or no? Yeah, I feel like it should get sparser, right? Oh man, but I don't really feel like doing this. For dark. Full light. They're on the. Oh, never mind. Leave it. Right. Double right. Does this fit? This bundle was too thick thing. No matter what, I do have to deal with this thing. I can't see it like that. This is bare minimum adjustment, I think. Unbeatable. Terrible, terrible. Yeah, this is kind of annoying, yeah. So weird. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, you know what? I should do it the smart way, right? Why is it on brown? Am I crazy? That's me being crazy. Hello, Bungus. We are in a time crunch. We are rushing to get this out in the next hour or so. It's gonna be kind of half-assed. Half-assed, but yet still better than everything else that we have ever done. Lomao. Oh wow, okay, it looks kind of insane. Lomao. Did I mention how Lomao this is? Also, there's no perspective on this at all. I have all the V's are just lined up. I just realized I'm looking at the reference here. There's no overlapping forms at all. Oh my god, it's like so Lomao. What? I should probably get another tone for shadows, actually. It's not great right now. Yeah, these ones should be overlapping, but it's okay, I don't care. We don't have time to clear now. Let's do darken. Yeah, yeet. A little bit darker, please. Alright, but that should be okay. Let's start painting again. Oh. Hello, G-Talk. I don't know why I do the things I do, by the way. I don't think I've ever really studied this kind of material necessarily, but it's just... It feels like I should put in like a black spot here and a bright spot there. The bright spot makes sense to me, but the dark spot does not. I think it's like one of those trickery things where you're just trying to make it look reflective or something. And then you put something in there and pretend that like, oh yeah, it's like reflecting the environment or something. And then it just kind of works. The red here is definitely reflected light. I know this. But most things are not this deliberate right now. There shouldn't be any. Actually, this should be dark. Let's do that. And then the dark of the sword, we can make it even more apparent on this side. Alright, this should be everything actually. And then the dark over here. Smaller, please. Check. Mostly still red, I think. There's more in red. Hello, where's my color? What? Oh, dark and yellow. Okay. Hey, so what is this meant to be? There should be two things here, but well, not too late, I would say. Still possible. Yeah, looks like just do one by one here. Reset the line here. Transition into the white. Okay, cool. So it's transiting from, is it meant to be translucent or no? That looks not lucent. Where's the E2? The E2 one is kind of translucent. Oh no, there's two parts to it. Ah, shit. So there's red to white and then to the translucent. Oh. I see. Yeah. Make life difficult for me, will you? Yeah. Make life difficult for me, you will. Oh. 待ってね。おっぱいはここら辺でしょ。Where does the line connect down like this? Is it that strong? not even sure. Yeah. This part doesn't look right. Let's end the sequence first. Translate into bright, right? Translate back into the bright sequence. Let's nuke this here. Oh, this is kind of thick. Anatomy is a bit weird, I think. Maybe not, that's not common. Gonna go to the washroom, I'll be right back. Alright. Drink some water. Water ring ganggu, ring ganggu. Wait a second, what? Where's the... Oh, not draw line. Todorienko method. Wow. Is the method just paint? Oh shit, that's not... Yeah, they're probably skipping so many steps. So many steps. Laying down many steps. Ooh. Yay. I think it's like bare minimum quality. Just bare minimum quality. meow, meow. If I do it like this and blur, is it better than if I just blur it directly? Not really, right? What? What is this? Oh my god, what the hell is this? It's magic. Ignore. Just realized the faces are not even close to done yet. Gotta fix that. It's somewhere very low. Yeah, it's like junk here. It's not been rendered. I'm forgetting the lights here. Oof. God damn. Yeah, it could be. Wonder where they're watching. Is that Arknights? It's not Arknights, right? It is Arknights. I thought the character looked kind of like Ark Nike. Nike? Ark Nike. Oh my god, is Arknights. Arknights. I'm gonna up the noise. I'm just gonna let the noise carry a little bit here. A bit too strong, perhaps. 16. Okay, I want to do some overall adjustments. I still have to fix the eyes, so we're gonna quickly do some adjusts, see how it can go or not go, and then what am I doing here? Probably not like this, right? I think if I were to do localized stuff, it would be more like this. Maybe too red. Let me check on my other screen here. Yeah, it's kind of insane. I don't really like this precisely because like the colors are kind of broken up by virtue of the fact that they are kind of in separate zones. Yeah, it's not much I can do here. None of the usual one layer on top and just make everything look more cohesive because they are in separate like lighting situations basically. The usual method is just everybody's in the same environment, so that one overlay layer kind of pulls them all together, even if it does changes the color a little bit. It does change the colors a little bit. In this case here, I think we are kind of just I thought about wanting to put flames around her legs here, but felt like it's gonna be a little bit too complicated. Also, I just realized this hand doesn't really stand out, huh? That's a bit of a problem. It's kind of hard to fix that now because of the way that the layers are structured. Since I did paint over a bunch of stuff here, right? So even if I put the light below here, I don't think it's gonna work. It worked better than I expected, but this is not really gonna work. Not really gonna cut it. A little bit of red doesn't hurt it, but it doesn't help. Alright, more glow on top then, just for the hand. She's like, I send you my thoughts and prayers. Here you go, Hoshiguma. Have some of my prayers. category as free. Just give me 1 like and 1 subscribe. Bit overdone perhaps, but he's K, bro. He's K. Don't worry. Oh, the light looks kind of cool. Oh, what's happening there? Whoa. Oh, what the? Huh. I don't know what this layer is doing, but it's apparently doing really cool shit. I'm just gonna keep the lights stuff. I think maybe just give a little bit of this. It's kind of cool. Actually, I just realized doing this is no different than using a gradient map with a holographic gradient. There's no difference. Oh. Any more stay night. Come on. Trying to see if any area I can use at all. Any area at all is fine. Doesn't have to be the whole canvas. Does it even make sense? I feel like comps like this, you're controlling everything as much as possible to make it really work. So throwing in stuff like this at the end doesn't really make a lot of sense process-wise, I feel like. But yeah, you know, like, I mean, if it looks good, as well, why not, I suppose. Anyways, I should probably fix the faces first before I spend too much time on this. This looks surprisingly fine, just surprising. Because I left in a bunch of junk on those lines. Boshi's one just doesn't work because I didn't clean this up, but that's also not hard. I do have the setup here. Hang on, let me just clean that up first. Let's get rid of these guys too. And this guy. This one is now junk. I'm gonna nuke it. There. I'm like 45 minutes out from the end of the stream. I don't have to end it at that time though. That being said, I'm kind of done with this too. I should maybe figure out how to submit, actually. Don't know how difficult it was gonna be. Shouldn't be. Well, at least, I mean, it's worth taking a day off from work just to do this. We got what we want to do done. It's pretty good. And it? Oh. She looks funny now. Oh my god. She always looks kind of funny anyways. I don't think I ever fixed her face. Yeah, I never fixed her face. Been meaning to fix that face. I kinda just forgot. Okay, I gotta fix the face. How do I fix this face? Let's go back to this for a bit. Yeah, it's not touch it. Okay. I'll make it a little bit more pink. It's kind of yellow. Eyes are not visible, right? And then if she is green. Okay. How do I want to play this game here? I think I do it on the final level. Possibly even on a newer layer? New layer again? Let's just do it here. Reading fine, right? Anything broken? Not broken, I don't. Okay. Yellow. Okay, never mind. It's yellow. What? Yellow, green. In between. Black? Do I want to put black or not? Whatever this is, what is this? extends far beyond. Is that why I'm failing checks? No, it's just because it's thicker, right? I do a comment first. I cannot see. Yeah, 4K canvas and I'm still doing pixel art. This happens every time, huh? It sure doesn't. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I kind of forgot about that. Guilty as charged. Lamau. I'm like that one guy in the bike, right? Putting the stick into the wheel. Happy to represent. Wait, hang on. I need to... yeah, I should probably just get rid of it here. It's so hard to cancel it on the top. Why do I still see it? Am I insane? It must be the original one. Yeah, it must be you. Ah, shit, but this one's interlocking with the... God. Yeah, I'm not a... Here. Sure, I can just redraw it. I don't need this guy. Right, there's no need for me to keep it. But it doesn't look that bad. Everything's kind of a mess anyway. I'm just gonna keep it. So I don't really have to redraw everything. I'm just gonna touch it up. Could be better. Maybe it would be better if I just remove. Oh, right. Actually, this reminds me. This lady over here needs the red. Very cool. And Cool. And then this side, I'll just give her a little bit of red in the eyebrows or something. Eyelashes. It's a bit too red. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Anything else I can do in the back, I wonder. It's really a little bit of a mess because of the texture. I think the texture wasn't fine enough. Noise by itself doesn't seem to be enough. Alright, let me make something real quick. Oh yeah, I do have the vertical brush thing. Where did that go? This one. What does this do? A little bit sus. I mean, if it's lined up, maybe. doesn't work. Okay. Fair enough. Just gonna lessen it around the face. I think it's a bit too strong. You can barely see the... Can't barely recognize the structure, I feel like. Anyways, what else can I do? Maybe isolated sequences should work. How about this? Let's see. Okay, hang on. Something else I can use. This is kind of cool. I feel like this effect can go somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe on like the bottom of Hoshi's legs, actually, even. But at this point, it's kind of hard to... But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if you want to facilitate trying stuff like this at the end, that means painting on one layer at the top, it still doesn't make sense, even if it's at the end. Yeah, but you know. If there's a clipping mask, like a perfect clipping mask, then it will still work, I suppose. But then sometimes the borders have some weird issue. But anyways, this is not for us today. Actually, I don't even know what is it that I want. I just feel like something more can be done here. I'm going to push the copy is checked. Dupe is also checked. 100 MB. We have our backup here, just in case something goes wrong. Let's composite a set and see if we can do anything about that with that. Put in any junk on top. Wait, this doesn't need to exist. It's an extra folder. What was that trick with the heart light? Heart mix, I kind of forgot. It was brightness, right? Put orange on this. Set to brightness. Push down and then what? Doesn't look very good. Oh, invert then hard mix. Oh. It can make shapes look weird, I see. I thought that was part of the appeal. Alright, but thank you. Yeah, now that I think about it, there was like an invert in there somewhere. I don't remember how it went. I should have added some lines. Oh, yeah, I mean, I should still add some lines now. Adding of the line. give me color. Let there be lines. This thing got a little bit too... You're purple. I guess a lot of adjustments. Anyways, I guess that's kind of it, huh? I'm just gonna sit around and play with some more layers or something. Is there anything I can do with this? What does this even do? What is this even doing? So it puts kind of green, but not really. Oh, I see. If it touches blue, it turns cyan. Otherwise, it's like green. But no, it touches white, it turns cyan. Yeah, the only thing you can do is... So what can we do, like, logically? Change color, change hue, right? But none of that we want. We can change values, overall balance. But nothing we really want to do. We can turn down certain areas of saturation and whatnot. Maybe, but right now I can't tell. We can add more texture. I suppose that is an option. Like rake brushes and like ovals and like... and stuff. Yeah, like this glow, this ring of glow thing that Min always puts in. But it's in relation to a really bright object, right? Like a really bright light source. I think, the lens flare. Do we have a really bright thing here? Not necessarily, we can always put it in, I suppose. But I don't think that's really a good spot for it, but like a ring of light. We could try though, I think I have it somewhere here. Yeah, these guys, I think. But these are not as good as what Min uses. Is that even Min that I'm looking at? Oh yeah, it was Min, right? Kind of forgot what I was looking at. What was it on? This one is not as good, yeah. What did I used to do actually? I forgot. It's probably on overlay, right? It doesn't even have the spiky things. Yeah, it doesn't even have the spiky thing. Is it the other way? Oh, it's this way, I see. Oh. Naruhodo ne? Wait, no. The other way. Hello, Devay. I also forgot about it. I think everyone today is just kind of in a bit of a thank you, Duvet. Thank you for your due diligence. But maybe in a bit, yeah. We're still not quite done yet. Still trying to figure out if I can do stupid stuff like this. The answer is probably yes, but it's also probably a you don't want to. What does this even do? What am I even doing? It doesn't do anything. What? Oh, it's doing this nonsense. Maybe I should have more particles actually now that I'm looking at this. One what? Sorry, one what? What did I say? I don't know what I said. Probably more money or something. It feels very smooth, I think is what the issue is. That doesn't feel to be... it doesn't seem like there's a lot of textures. What is this? What is this brush? Oh. It says real prism brush. That doesn't really say anything. I don't know what that means. What do you do? Oh, you just have to tap? Okay. Ah, got that. Go back. Yeah, well... I mean... Surely there's better ways to do this. Wasn't there a brush that specks of dust? That's a very sparse? I thought I have something like that. This might be cool if it's like a little bit, maybe in the foreground, like super duper foreground. Like this, but like a little bit harder to notice maybe. And I don't want it on Mr. Old Guy over there. I don't want things like perfectly lined up here either. I don't know if it's too noisy or not. But I definitely like some kind of noise, some kind of particle. This is way too quiet, I feel like. What can I do though? What layer mode should it be as well? This junk. What about this? Oh, right. I have this nonsense brush that just adds lines and stars and shit. We can do this at least. Maybe just put some on the hair-ish area. It doesn't sort of stay upright. It's just kind of a little bit annoying. Oh, I was wondering where my things go. It's over here. Brush tip. Yeah, okay. It's part of the set. I think that's why it's not staying straight. It's because there's junk in here that isn't straight. What name is this? I'm gonna just forget. But then you can always reset the thing, right? 登録. じゃあ消します. let's use sideways stuffs. Yeah, sideways. 見えないやつは消しましょう。消す。No, wait. That's not right. It's still tilted, but none of these look tilted anymore. Who's doing it? Particle size, particle density, direction of particle. Alright. No, wait. Straight to the center. What does that mean? Oh, there you go. Now it's straight. I don't know if I necessarily want this. A little bit at least, I think. Density can go down a bit, maybe. No, density is at the minimum. Okay, thank you. I like the fact that like this thing is kind of close to the viewer. It's stuff that's meant to be small, but it's huge, right? So it feels like it's giving you that layering effect, like this foreground, middle ground, background. It's like a really fun foreground. Let me see if I can use anything else here. Be a waste not to use all my brushes. That's not true, by the way. Probably best not to add junk if it's not gonna help, but you know, like shit like this. It's a bit too broken up. What is this? Oh, maybe this will work. I need but that's the there's like two types of these kind of brushes. There are the ones where the particle size can be changed and the ones that doesn't. The one that change particle sizes are not using like a singular image. This one is probably using a singular image or something. Like a image with like the pattern in it already. So you can't really change individual particle sizes. You can only change the entire brush. It's a bit sad. It looks nice though. It looks nice. I cannot have it so big though, that's for sure. Is it even drawing anything now? A bit harder to spread evenly like this, especially because it's also the pattern in there from only like 4 pictures. Where's the star brush? I had a star brush here somewhere. I mean, this is a bit of a weird thing that you can do, I think. Too janky though, I think. What is this? Oh, that's a blur brush. Oops. No? Oh yeah, if we can add some like weird, funky lines. She has her bubble powers, but I don't really want to draw bubbles. The shiny and translucent, and the background is complicated, and there's a bunch of objects around. No thanks. I don't want to. Then not make this any bigger, Browski. I can paint it and make it bigger. Can I not do that? Can I make this even bigger? Like huge. Is it recognizable though? Yeah. Lens dust? Maybe this one. Oh, right. This kind of look like bubbles, no? Poor man's bubbles. Oh, this one. Okay, this one has the individual knob, control knob for the particle size here. I like the translucent ones, not the this opaque ones. I wish you can temporarily disable it, but you just kind of have to delete it. Lens dust 8. Eat. Yeet. Mhm. Right, change size myself. Oh no, that's density, bro. Even though the rendering is kind of poo-poo, like this kind of helps with the illusion of detail, I think. Illusion of nice render quality. Now I don't know if it's too noisy. Yeah. If only we had like a day to sit on this and just to like sleep on it. It's probably too noisy now. Even as it is, I think this is a bit... maybe too much. Let's just get rid of a few of them. Oh. What about the noise brush here, actually? It's too much static. Whoa. Hairy lines? It's literally called hairy lines. Sorry, Devi, I'll have to check your recommendation tomorrow, I think. You're a couple hours away from the deadline here. I should probably submit now, because I don't really know what my time zone is. At UTC 7, -7 was their timing, but... what am I? UTC -8? -9? -7? I don't know. Too lazy to check. Oh, this is kind of corny, I think, but you can do this. Two and a half hours? Thank you, Uni. Now I wonder if my account can log in properly. Anyways, even if you can't submit this, I'm satisfied, I think. And then we can go back to doing our usual thing, yeah. I have no shortage of random texture brushes that I used to pay money for and never use. And I still remain to this day, don't know how to use them. My issue with these are like, they're always just way too repetitive. Your eyes lock onto the pattern so quickly too. More particles. No. Holy shit. I have so many. Oh my god, is this fixed colored? Yeah, it's a fixed color. So much junk, dude. Fireworks? This one has color. This is meant to be a click and hold, I think, yeah. As I click and hold, we... I think it's too much already, so that's kind of it. It is what it is. Let me just look on the other screen real quick. It is what it is, honestly. Alright, how do I submit this? Yeah, I think we've already went through all the boosts. Actually, I still feel kind of okay personally. I'm not necessarily that tired, but we've been working on this for like 6 hours-ish today, I think. I'm kind of confused, actually. I still have no idea what my Arknight's email was. Like, I remember Uni, like, you were asking me if it could help you with the QR code for Enfield events. And then at that point in time, I couldn't log in my computer because I don't know what the email was. And then even on my phone, I tried like 3 separate times, like 3 separate emails. Eventually I got in, but I forgot which one again. Dang it, it used to be on my Twitter. It's linked to Twitter, right? And then they disconnected from Twitter. And let me see if I can log into Arknights now and figure out what the email is. I have no idea what the email is. How do I even log in? No, they sent me a code, did they? Did they send me a code? How do I check my account? Right. Okay, I have no idea what the password is then. Oh, it's just sending a... Oh, okay, that sucks. Okay, if I crash, it's because I'm trying to log in. Then I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I need to open my Chrome here. So I might crash. If I do crash, I'll just see you guys tomorrow. If I don't crash, I'm just gonna submit it now. I have clicked the button. We're not crashing yet. Okay. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, I'm waiting for my code. Okay, I have logged in, I think. Now what? Ripperinos. Oh, Uni, it says art made by photo bashing official art or other character graphic. Oh, well, I mean, it's only official art and character graphics, so does that mean that I can still use textures? I think that's fine, right? I mean, we didn't really use anything here. Everything was put down by us, other than the custom brushes. Oh, submissions must not include any form of watermark, signature, or third-party copyrighted materials. It doesn't include signature. That's interesting. I was wondering if I should, but I guess not. All works including title, display name, and description should not contain elements of politics, violence, pornography, grotesque, or any other restricted by social platforms, as well as materials that may involve copyright infringement or violation against the rules. Blah 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 blah. Collective works must be submitted through a single account. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay. The title you type in here. Creator is just my name, I guess. Publish link. What is a publish link? Wait, actually, hang on. What are the rules again? For submission? I forgot. Where's E? So you're supposed to publish to social media with the tags, right? That's what the submission is. About. Right, official art. Yeah, that'd be kind of OP. That would be kind of OP. Arknight's Neo Rain. Oh, okay. So there's only 2 tags here. I might as well just send it. Let me see. I mean, this is it, right? I don't really feel like changing anything. It's only in 2.5 hours. I don't think that's enough time for me to do a reset to see issues here. Oh, actually, I just remembered I have an issue here. I kind of forgot to fix this. Let me fix this one thing. I painted over the thing and I forgot to undo it. It's just right here. I'm just gonna delete it. That's it. What's up? Yeah. I don't like the cape here, but it is what it is. I don't know how to make it better, so I'm just gonna leave it. 1, 2. Okay, let me see. So I would submit ATO event. This is full res, right? I did select full res, right? JPEG quality 100, yeah, okay. Scale ratio from original data is 88.82%. What does that mean? Am I outputting lower than 100%? Yeah, okay, whatever. Just do it again with 100%. Oh, I see. You can scale. Why is it scaling down then? Why does it have that as a default? Did I ever do that by accident? What is 3830? Why am I missing 10 pixels for my 4K res here? Interesting. Oh yeah, I'm missing 10 pixels, bro. Why am I missing 10 pixels? What? What? Where is my camera settings? Why is it 3830? Who did this? Oh, this is the most insane shit ever. How is it 3830? Okay. Nobody tell anyone that it's actually not 4K. It's like 10 pixels off of 4K. Congrats. Absolutely unhinged. Cool. Wow, my first Twitter post in like a freaking half a year or something. Now what? What do I do with this link? Where did my thing go? Oh, it's here. Submit? Agree. Publish link, upload, Upwork. Is that uploading or no? I'm gonna give them my fake Japanese alias name thingy because I'm a poser. And then title. Should I give them the YouTube instead actually? Maybe I should give them the YouTube name. What is the YouTube name actually? Did I change it? I think I changed it back to the 5me one, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh no, I should just give them a Twitter handle. What am I doing here? Anyways, what should I name this? Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to ask for a title, but that makes a lot of sense. Great, now I have to sit here for 2 hours thinking of a proper title for this. I never played the event, right? So I don't know if there's anything that would be interesting to put in the title. As it is just... We can put something unhinged, just like Arknights ATO event submission underscore attempt underscore 5 underscore release candidate 3 and then get disqualified immediately. Okay. Kind of cringe. I'm just gonna call it revealing the truth or something. Unveiling the truth. Fight for the truth. Alright. Fight for the truth it is. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Next. Please enter your contact email. Oh, which one should I give them? I guess I should give them this one. And it's so exciting. Wow. Am I done yet? Okay, successfully submitted. Your work will be exhibited once reviewed. Please stay tuned and thanks for your patience. Alright, I'm officially done with this. Congrats. I think this is like the first time I participated in something like this. Anyways, I think I'll hop off here for today, guys. Oh, wait. Before we finish, let me write down my thoughts and my prayers, just my thoughts really, but into this board here. Is it open? It's over here. Right over here. Come on. Eat. Right, we have our documentation over here. I forgot if I wanted to. It doesn't really count, does it? No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. It didn't go down that route in the end. So let's just move this down here. Copy this. I guess it's technically number 5. Whatever. I'm just gonna do the name thing later. Wow, how do I even do this? Okay, let's do number of hours first. How many hours did we spend on this? Short slide. Wow, a lot of hours. So 5.5 plus 3. Oh man. So that's 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 22. 22 plus 6. 28, and then I need to count the minutes. 28, 29. What is this? 30? 31-ish hours? Approximately like 31 hours. Wow, we spent a lot of time on this, huh? Characters 3. 4 actually. Wow, 3 plus, huh? My source is like multiple. Anatomy is yeah, okay, this is kind of useless. This thing kind of breaks down once we have this kind of setup here. It doesn't make any sense anymore. So it would just be a is so useless. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave this here. And the picture. Oh, 4K is only this big? Holy shit, how big are my stuff? What? That's the main one. Yeah, that's the full one. What the heck? None of the other stuff makes sense. Any references I need to pull in here? I think nothing too special here. Did we use that many references in the end? Mostly anatomy, right? Because the background is primarily just the light, the stage lights, actually. There's like surprisingly little sort of like props in here. That isn't just part of the character stuff. Despite how many things are on the canvas. None of the references here are really that important to make note of. We didn't use anything too special here that I wouldn't already go looking for. So, and then color, yeah, nothing was holding the colors together either. So just keep track of maybe the black and white here. Original idea. Oops. Okay. Save that. Close that. And then maybe I just write some thoughts and then we'll just end here. My god. Well, looking at it now, it still feels kind of a little bit too empty. Sure. Actually, I'm not sure if this is true anymore. Right, I think I should maybe make some notes on the rendering. Let me think. So the rendering sequence was kind of okay, right? We have so we do rough lines, color rough as many layers as needed underneath. So going into rendering, we split lines by char. Per char. Split lines by char. Mesh color roughs. Line on top. Color rough. Paint. particles. Yeah, it's experience thing, I think. What else is there? Okay. So I just go over this verbally, I think. Let me move this over here. Restart our roles here. Right. So we started with the black and white, and the black and white I thought looked pretty good and looked pretty balanced. But in the end, I felt like everyone felt like kind of the left side's white space was a bit too empty. And looking at it now, I do agree as well. I think at that point I couldn't see it. I thought like because everything was kind of black, like cause Hoshi's skirt originally I painted it black, just like I thought, just like the jacket here. So the amount of sort of color and ink on the left kind of balances out what's on the right side. So that's why it didn't feel like it was too empty. But now it still feels empty. So it wasn't necessarily because of that. I thought because of the colors going in, that's what made it more empty. And I don't think that's true because like the colors value should have been reflected in the first place. If the colors were bright, then the value should have been bright in the first place. So really it's just an execution problem on that side. Anyways, and then rendering sequence, I think it was kind of okay. So we did all the rough nonsense, right? And then we basically, based on the black and white rough, we did a set of rough lines. And then the rough lines will be on top of all the color layers that was being used for the color rough. And every single character had their own sort of layer, so everything is separated out. And that made it pretty easy to work. We can use as many number of layers we want for the color rough and just keep compounding colors on top and keep adjusting. We do additive process and not so much a subtractive process because it's always easier to kind of just adjust things towards the direction that you want rather than necessarily backtrack into something that you may have before, I think. Let me see. So color rough per chart as many colors there underneath. And then it's also, what is it? Additive, right? And then going to rendering, what we did is all of the color rough layers for each individual character got merged into a single layer. The line gets placed on top. And then on top of the two layers that we have, the color itself and then the rough lines, we are painting over everything, right? So this allows us to sort of, we also clip the lines. I mean, this should be pretty obvious by the time we do this again, for sure. Line on top rough, clip plus soft light, right? So this makes it so that the lines never exceed the colors blocks themselves. Oh yes, the color blocks themselves should also be somewhat tight. So the issue here is that at some point you have to deal with the edges again. And the problem is, when should that be dealt with? Because at the color rough stage, you really don't want to be bogged down by details like that. But then going into the rendering, you're painting over the lines. Oh, right, okay. So line color on top, I remember something here because there were two challenges. One was when should we be dealing with the edges, and I chose to deal with it at the very end on the layer that's all the way on top. And the main issue with that is that it's also once again an additive process because I cannot. The way that I would remove it with addition is to just paint the color in the background over the shape so that I can refine the edges. But sometimes I don't want that. And I'm just thinking right now if it's possible to avoid having to erase stuff. If it's possible to continue to just keep adding, which I don't think so. I think at some point the edges needs to be refined a little bit cleaner. So if the rough lines should probably be somewhat, so edges, rather I should say silhouettes. How do you spell silhouettes? Silhouettes, I think is should be clear and refined, though. No, but even if it is, like the coloring part, right? You are relying on the line art's thickness so that you don't have to be as precise with the shapes as possible. But if you are clipping the lines later to the color blobs, you inherently are relying on those edges again, which are not as refined. So at some point in time, you do have to fix the edge again, but it will be kind of like the line art sequence on top. So no, that's fine. I think that's fine. But I think this point still stands though. This refinedness still kind of stands because, like, let's say for example you have a shape that is really big that you don't want later, you have to go back and erase it, and that's fine, right? But I'm just saying that, like, if I want a smoother process, I would want to just keep things additive because I don't have to ever go back to a previous layer. That will keep things fast. So if we keep the line art rough, as clean as possible, at least along the edges and the silhouette, we can reduce this chance of this happening. So that's going back to earlier layers to erase, to fix color block in edge. So paint over lines. This should still be per char. Right, so assuming that the edges are kind of okay, then later on it's more of just sort of drawing a line art again over on top to just kind of refine the edge. So okay, so the line art, so the edge refinement will just be done by the final set of lines, I think, which will be done at the very top of everything. Right, so black and white, so the value rough, the line art rough, but expecting somewhat clear silhouettes, color rough, whatever number of layers there is required. Merge all the layers, line art rough on top, clips to the color rough. Then we just paint on top. We just keep adding, and then at some point we're like, okay, there's enough colors here now, or rather, there's enough stuff going on. Oh no, it would just be at the same time, I imagine. Anyways, it'll just be on top, and then at some point we have a final layer that is just a clearer set of lines, only in spaces where we think is necessary. On top of every other layer. For that one singular character, each character will have their own stack of layers. This ensures that we can still adjust sort of gradients in between them and whatnot. So that should be the cleanest set of workflow, I think, so far. As we try different comps and colors and setups, I think we'll probably figure out if there's any limitation to this, but at this point this seems pretty efficient. Because we're just constantly going forwards. We're never going to have to go back. Right, and then finally, what else was there? Rendering was not as hard, but I'm starting to realize, right, this good set of color big shapes first. Let me just finish my thought here first. So when we're doing the color rough, what I was looking at was the set of lines, right? The set of lines hold everything together, so I can put in as many junk colors as I want in as loose of a blobs as I want, because the lines are holding the shape. But then once we go into the sort of paint over process of over all the rough lines, because the lines are inherently rough and you have to clean them up, so you have to paint over it. Well, you can erase the lines too, but either way, you will lose the lines to help you hold the shape, right? So what that means is that you're either going to have to turn layers on and off back and forth in order to see the lines and the shapes that you already planned for there to be, or during the color rough stage, you can take a little bit more time to sort of make sure that the shapes are a little bit more refined, so that later on when you're painting, you already can see the original shapes, right? And I think it's a very nice sort of workflow in that in the beginning, the lines are holding the shape, so your color rough feels a little bit less restricted, right? You don't have to worry about the shape as much. But once you have enough shapes, if you have enough colors, then you use what you have to create some new shapes, so that later on when you're painting over the lines and the shapes now, you already have the shapes to reference and then hold things together. Maybe the lines would have been enough too, Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, you don't necessarily have to do this. Because before you paint it, you will still see the lines, right? Oh no, there's a problem here is that you see the lines, but if there's overlapping shapes, if you have, like, for example, the hair that we were dealing with, in this region specifically, there was a lot of hair sort of going back and overlapping with itself. So in situations like that, if you don't have the shapes holding in the thing, if you're drawing, like, say, the front bundle of hair, you will lose idea of the back bundle, but then you also don't need the back bundle. I don't know. Maybe it's not that tight, but I think if the color off can be a little bit tighter, I think that would be nice. Some clearer shapes to... How do you spell shapes? Oh my god. To replace the lines. Right. And then finally, the two things that I realized is I kind of like what happened with the lighting at the end because of some weird layer mode nonsense. It looks a little bit more interesting than just a single blob of color. And I feel like stuff like this is so hard to paint in. So layer modes are probably the only way to really get them in reliably and quickly. This sort of glow around the cape is not intentional, by the way. I saw it, but I didn't really want to fix it. It's because I used blur on the thing, on the layer that was being used with the effect here. And then finally is the particles. I think the particles kind of take away from a lot of the rougher rendering that I didn't want to do. So pretty good. I think overall 31 hours. This is definitely a milestone in that the complexity and the color and the rendering, everything basically in here is a you know, basically punching above my weight class, I think. So yeah, pretty good stuff. I didn't end up liking the colors and stuff in the end, but still, progress wise, this is it's a big deal, I would say. But yeah, that's the conclusion of this. I think going forwards, I'm gonna go back to the piece that we were planning for Faye. Actually, before we continue on that, I might want to do some just like light-hearted sketches. Things have been a little bit too heavy recently. I think for the past 2.5 weeks, we have been kind of like, I haven't really finished anything other than this one because we've just kind of been going through all these really long and tedious stuff with related to color. I think maybe we can draw something slightly simpler. Today I found oh my god, I'm so sorry. I kind of forgot that this is the thing. I got spooked. How do I do this then? Actually, I can't really do this comfortably. I'll just send it to the chat later in the R resources because pretty good animation by Eve. I think Eve has that Valentine's song. I think it's called Heart Forecast in English. But there's a new shorts that he released, and it's got very cute animations, very clean lines and simple colors, but very effective. And anyways, that's kind of it for today. Thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.